Hello, Nasir, yeah.
So, class, you are all welcome. Please, we want to start now, please. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So, we want to start now, please. And I want you to pay attention to listen to what we're going to do a little bit, please. Are you with me? Hello, are you with me now? Hello.
Hello, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Now, please, I want us to start now. And I want you to pay attention to what we're going to do. Inshallah, today, we are going to look at Java variables and data type. So immediately after that variable and data type, we're going to look at some examples there. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to look at Java variables and data types today. Immediately after that Java variable and data types, we will look into some coding. There's programming coding, how we can code them and how we can find a little bit about the variables and data type. Now, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen clearly now?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's start. So I think we have already treated all this in our previous class, right?
Yes,
we have treated all this in our previous class, and we also treat data type. We treat data type. This is where we are in our previous lecture.
Yes.
We said data type is defined as a set of values and operations like this. It's defined as a set of values and operations that can be defined on those values. And data type in Java can be divided into two groups. One, we have primitive data type. Then two, we have reference data type. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, in this primitive data type, we say we have primitive data type like this. Like this. We have bytes, we have shorts, we have ints, we have long, we have floats, we have double, we have char, and we have boolean. We have 8 primitive data type. Is that okay? Now, for the reference parts of the data type, we have like string, like an array, string array, they are reference data type. So in this primitive data type, when we say byte it has 8 bits, which has the range of this. Short has 16 bits, integer has 32 bits, long has 64 bits. And any number that has to do with decimal point is that number should be either float or a double. So float has 32 bits, while double has 64 bits. Float has 64 bits. Is that okay? Now, like examples now. If you say int, this int here, this integer here, int a equals to 5, or int score, or bytes small number 1 or small number 2, or long value equals to this is telling you that this int is integer, while this int is also an integer. The bytes here.
Sir, we're not here. Hello, sir.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I say the int here is an integer, Divide is a integer, is a data type. The int is a data type, while divide is also a data type. The long is also a data type, while float is also a data type, right? Are you with me? While this a here is a variable, score here is a variable, small number 1, small number 2 is also a variable, value here, they are all variables. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? They are all variables.
Yes.
Is that okay? Now, how can you represent a particular
So I'm not seeing the screen, sir.
eh?
I'm not seeing the screen.
Which screen are you not seeing?
Your computer screen.
You're not seeing my computer screen? Hello? Hello?
I see it.
Are you seeing my computer screen now?
Well, I see it, sir.
What
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are seeing it.
Have you seen the example? Have you seen the example at the top here?
Yes, sir. We are seeing it, sir.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, that is what we are explaining data type. Any number or anything that you're going to save or you're going to use in your programming, you have to declare the kind of data that which type do you want the computer or in your program, which type do you want it to be saved in your program? Do you want it to be an integer, a number without decimal points, or do you want it to be a double, a number with decimal points? Are you with me? So the next issue now is for you to look at the number, to look at it and look at the examples behind this. Let me show you some examples here now. So let me show you some example here now. Are you seeing my screen now? Now, based on this, what I'm trying to say here is, when I say int a equals to join him, please. Let me just. Please meet him, please. Hello? Are you with me? Can you see my screen now, please? So here on the screen, we have a program called public class Ahmad here. So in this Ahmad, when we said int, maybe let me say class rep, int class rep equals to, let's say 15. Int d class rep, that is 50 class rep. Empty class rep equals to, let's say 20. Are you with me? Then this integer here, we are saying we want to save this class rep, this name class rep, to be the class rep is a variable, well, of integer, of data type integer, and initialized to value 15. While the diffy class rep, yes, iPhone, you are raising hand. What happened?
No, sir, you have corrected it. Sir, you have corrected it. It's just that R.
No problem. I noticed the issue. Now, the diffy class rep is also a variable of data type integer and initialized to 20. Now, we want to bring out the results. Let's change this particular name to any name we want. Variable can take any name as you like. So we set the variable results now, Nasser. Here we can set Nasser equals to, what do you have here? Class. When we put class, you see the class ref here, you hit enter, you already automatically pick it up. So when you come to B, you just type D, you see a deputy class rep there. Are you with me now? Have you seen deputy class rep? You just tap it in. Once you tap it in, then you have system.out.println for you to print out the result. The result is equals to, what is your result now? Your result is this Nasser. It is this Nasser. Nasser equals to this plus this. So when you pick this Nasser now, you see N. When you say N, for instance, N now. So if maybe just type your complete Nasser as like this. Are you with me now? So once you get this, you save your work.
Yes,
what you maybe from the name of you save your work. What is the name of your work? It's Ahmad, right? So you come to file.
Yes.
Want to save as. Let me just save this as Ahmad 1, or let me say Ahmad, or let me change the name of this thing. Which name? Suggest any name for your program. Eh?
Ubandoma.
Ubandoma. Let's put the name Ubandoma here as the name of your program. Ubandoma. So here, you click on file, click on save as. In our further case product, we put now Ubandoma. Are you with me? So now Ubandoma, since the Java file, we say ubandoma.java like this. Ubandoma.java. Once you put ubandoma.java, we now click save. So we successfully save our program now. Now, for you to go on, for you to compile your program, you need to confirm. Any problem in your program? Any problem so far? Any problem? I don't think there's anyone. So let's run the program and see.
Sir.
Yes.
So how do you know that there's a problem?
For you to know, since you know the syntax of your program, are you with me? So you can confirm from the top.
Yes.
Public class name Ubandoma. Open curly braces. Have you write it the way it is? Public static void main string args. Have you write it the way it is? In class rep. Like maybe here, you now delete this semicolon. Are you with me? Let me delete the semicolon, confirm, and leave it like this. So you know that since any statement in Java must end with semicolon, so automatically here, you know there's no semicolon, you know there's a problem, there's going to be a problem. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Now let's leave it with this place where there's no semicolon here. This 15 no semicolon, why this 20 has semicolon. Let's leave it like this. And there's going to be a problem since we have created an error. You know that the statement should end with semicolon, and this particular statement does not end with semicolon. So, and this Nasser here, int Nasser, and this Nasser should end with semicolon, or let me just put Nasuru here, Nasuru. Are you with me? And definitely there's going to be an error because Nasiru and Nasser in Java are not the same. Are you with me? But in Hausa, when you call somebody Nasiru and you call somebody Nasser, you mean they are all the same in normal Hausa language, right? Are you with me? But in Java, Nasir and Nasiru, they are not the same. Kungane? So let's continue now. For us to continue, we need to look at it here. We have an asterisk here, meaning that the program is not safe. We click on file, we click on save.
No, it's not.
For us to save our program. Are you with me? We have successfully saved our program now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now,
sir.
Yes.
Sir, you have not corrected it.
Yeah.
You have not corrected it.
Yes, I did not correct it.
You
I
have
want
not
to.
corrected it.
Yes, we just want to
see
see.
the error. We want to see the error. That's why I leave it like that.
Yes.
I created the arrow. I
Yes.
want the arrow to be
Yes.
displayed in our compilation. So that you know when you if you want to know program very well, try and
Yes, sir.
be knowing how you can debug the error. Are you with me? So now let's after this, the next thing for us to do is to run the program. Are you with me now? Now I will come here. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen now?
No. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Are you see my screen?
The voice is cracking, sir.
Now from your computer, you can type window plus R from your computer, window plus R from your computer keyboard, window plus R. When you type window plus R, something like this will open. Something like this will open. Are you seeing the screen now?
Yes.
When you type window plus R, something like this will open. That's run. Or
Yes.
you can go to the search menu, type CMD. So in this, you type CMD like this. Have you seen CMD?
Yes. Command prompt.
Yeah, command prompt. When you type the CMD, the command would automatically open. The command like this will automatically open. Are you seeing the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir. We are seeing it.
Are you seeing the screen now?
Yes, sir.
So the command like this will automatically open. Once the command has been opened, you know, it is in our desktop that we have a folder called case product, right? You know, it is in our desktop we have a folder called case product, right? So you now type CD,
Yes, sir.
change directory, CD mean C mean changed, then D mean directory, change directory towards desktop, D, just type D, press tab key like this, it will give you desktop. Once it gives you desktop, you hit enter like this. And once you hit enter, then you now put CD again, change directory to case product. You type in tab key till you see your case product. Look at the case product here. Can you see can you see the case product? Look at the case product here. So hit enter, and once you hit enter, it automatically changes directly to the folder where you want to work.
Wannan kaɗai na gani ban ganin screen, sir.
Check your network very well. Wrap. Can you see the screen clearly now? Can you see the screen now, please? Hello? Can you see the screen? Now, since now in the screen now, you know, we say CD, change directory to desktop. We are not in desktop here. If you look at here, drive C user NCC, CD direct desktop, here is desktop, CD case product, desktop case product. Have you seen it now? Now in the desktop, we have, let me say, dir directory. We have our Ubanduma. Look at Ubanduma. Ubanduma.java. Have you seen Ubanduma.java towards down? Ubanduma.java. So now for us to compile Java, we now say javac like this. Javac space U, just Ubanduma.java. Hit enter. There's going to be an error now. You see an error now. The error will display right now. You wait for it to compile. So look at the error, it's telling you one error expected. An error expected int class ref equals to 15. Have you see the semicolon, where we're supposed to put the semicolon, we did not put. Have you noticed that? Now, in that now, what you need to do is to go back to your
Yes, sir.
is to go back to your program. Is to go back to your program. You know, here there's no semicolon. We did not put semicolon here. We did not put semicolon here. We save our program. Let's go back again to run. Let's go back again. We now also see Javac Ubandoma the Java. Ubandoma the Java, you can type Ubandoma as you want, like this. Ubandoma the Java. You can type, and you can just press the first letter and type the tab key. It automatically call the remaining the files for you automatically. So Ubandoma the Java and hit enter. So there's going to be an arrow again. Which arrow? What is the arrow now? Because Nasir equals to class rep plus Dipty class rep semicolon. Then this Nasir symbol variable Nasir location class rep class Ubandoma. Then Ubandoma.java arrow cannot find symbol system.out.print Nasir. You know, I told you Nasir and Nasiru are not the same. It's recommended that this place should be Nasir, not Nasiru, as the way we said. So what do you need to do now? We need to go back to our code. We need to go back to our code.
Yes, sir.
Our code now. Here is Nasir. Here is int Nasiru. Here now, int Nasiru. We now remove this U Nasir. Once we remove this U Nasir and we save the program file, save. So here int Nasir and Nasir equals to this. Then system.out.print Nasir. So meaning this thing is going to be okay now. Let's run it and see how it works. So now let's run it and see how it works. We may say Javac Nasir Ubandoma the Java, for instance. Ubandoma the Java. So, meaning there's no error now. Have you noticed? Do you see any error now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No error now, right? So since there's
No,
error,
sir.
since there is no error, what next?
Yes, sir. No.
What next is for us to type this Javac Ubandoma.java. It is what is called compilation, compiling the Java program. You are compiling, while Java.ubandoma you are running. Now, Javac Ubandoma.java, you are compiling. That's you call Java compiler to compile the program. When you say Java Ubandoma, you remove this, you have Java Ubandoma. So automatically you have, when you hit enter, you are going to see your result now. Look at it. The result is 35.
35.
Have you seen the answer now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
Have you seen the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, any question now so far?
Yes, sir.
What is the question? What is your question? Ask your question.
I have a question.
Yes, what is your question?
Me question in Kikitamba.
Hello, I have a question.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, what is your question? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let Abdul finish. I have my own question again.
Abdul, ask your question, Abdul.
Sir,
Yes.
where is this question of our program?
Why is it what?
The question of this program where you run.
I do not understand your question. The question of our.
So, sir, you know, see, I come late.
You log
I don't see the program.
and you
I
log in
did
late.
not catch everything you run.
Now let me show you something. Let me show you something. What we are explaining. Can you see my
Okay.
screen now? we are
Yes, it's loading.
explaining. We are
Yes, I'm
explaining.
seeing. I'm
Yes,
seeing.
we are explaining data types now. Data type. Can you see this is data type, right? Is that okay?
Yes, data
We
type.
say we have a
Yes.
primitive data type, we have a preference data type or non-primitive data type. Are you with me? Under primitive data type,
Yes, sir.
we say we have byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, and the rest as our primitive data type.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So under examples, we now bring this as an example. We said int a equals to 5, int score byte small number, small number 1, small number 2, long values equals to this, float ratio equals to this, double mega equals to this, char name equals to case product, boolean, bool equals to true. Are you with me? So it is this example now that
Yes,
we
sir.
now used in order to code our particular program this. To code our particular program this. Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
Now look at our particular program now, where we
Yes,
say
sir.
int class ref. You know, this class ref is a variable. And for us to know what is variable,
Yes.
and int deputy class ref is also a variable. Int Nasir is also a variable. Then Nasir,
Yes.
this class ref is equals to 15.
Yes.
Of is 15. It has no decimal point. What deputy class ref
Yes.
is what is 20. Then it's Nasir. Then Nasir now is equals to class ref plus deputy class ref. What class ref contain 15? What deputy class ref contain 20? Then 15 plus 20 are going to be saved in what? In Nasir.
20.
Are going to be saved in what? In Nasir.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Nasir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, when we say
Yes, sir.
system.out.println, we are bringing out the output to the computer screen. We say the result is equals to what is this particular information should be. The result is equals plus Nasir. What Nasir automatically contain? Nasir contain the value of the value of class ref plus the value of the class ref.
The value of the class, which is 35.
Which is 35. Have you seen
Yes.
it now? So when you come here to the program, you will find it there now. But look at the result here. It said the result is 35. Can you see it now? The result is equals to what? 35. Is that okay?
35.
Is that okay now? So
Yes, sir. Thank you.
we also says that here now. We also says that under this data type of a thing, we says that we have a reference data type. This is a reference data type, but after it, we have what is called a variable. Look at the variable. You say variable is an item of data type. Item of what? Data type. You cannot declare a variable without a data type. That's what this statement is saying. It's an item of data type. You cannot use variable in programming without its particular data type that you want it to be in Java. Are you with me? Then a variable is an item of data type that is used to store the state of an object. Then a variable should contain a name and a type. A variable should contain a what? A name and a what? And a type.
Yes, sir.
And what do you say about data type? You can call it a type. You can call it a what? A data type. If you say data type, you are okay. If you say a type in programming, you are also okay. Ungani? So,
yes, sir.
Now, any question now regarding this data type of a thing? Class, any question?
Yes, sir.
Deputy class rep, what is your question? Deputy class rep, what is your question? So please listen. Assignment. Assignment. You test the non-reference data type on your own. Non-reference data type. Look at the example here. I've already given you the materials. Look at the example here. You test it on your own. String message equals to KB state protected tracking array. System that add the println message. Now when we get to the array, then I will also do it. I will also do some examples regarding this reference data type. So I will also do some examples like that. So you test this one on your own, by yourself. You test it by yourself. Is that okay? So any question now, please? Yes, Nasir, what is your question? Yes, Nasir, go ahead. What is your question?
Supposed to be in group so that everybody can understand.
I did not get you clearly. What do you say, Nasir?
I didn't say anything, sir.
Who has question? Somebody is raising an observations like that. Who is raising an
It was
observation,
the
please?
class rep.
Class rep. What is your observation? What is your observation, please? So now you can drop your name and your
Hello, sir.
and your matric number in the chat as an attendance. Drop your name and matric
Okay, sir.
number in the chat as an attendance. Yes, go
Malam,
ahead.
question ɗina.
Yes, go ahead.
Malam, nace yanda ka gane ɗazu error ɗin inda ka koma ka shiga kai typing command prompt ɗin dole in mutum zai gane akwai error cikin abin ganshi sai ya koma can ya cikin error sannan ya dawo ya ci gaba da running ɗin program.
Yes, class rep is asking a very nice question. The question that class rep is asking is, how do you know there's an error? Ko ba shi bane question naka? And if you know this is an error, and how can you go and correct the error? Ko? Very nice question. And the question is very simple to answer. Look at the simplicity of the questions now. When initially we don't have semicolon here. Here in our class rep equals to 15, we don't have semicolon. Secondly, here in Nasir, we put you, become Nasiru. You know, I already told you that Java is a very case-sensitive programming language where small letter and capital letter are not the same. Small letter, capital letter are not the same. Are you with me? You understand the word are not the same. So if small letter and capital letter are not the same, then the Java, this Nasir and Nasiru are not the same. Therefore now, for you to run, for you to look at it, I first of all run a program here. Look at it. I run Java Java. After running Java Java, I have what's called int class ref equals 15, telling me that the class ref here, I did not put semicolon. When I look at it here, arrow, semicolon expected. Look at the semicolon in bracket. Semicolon here in bracket is expected in this particular line. Is that okay? Now, look at arrow 1. Then I now come back to my program. Are you with me now? I now come back to my program. I now put this particular, before there's no column like this, I now put this semicolon like this. Let me do it again so that we understand it very well. Let me do it again so that we understand it very well. Let me save. So after I save, let me come to this. I see my screen now. Let me say CLS, clear the screen. I see my screen now. Let me see my screen now. Now, on
Yes, sir.
on the screen now,
Not that clear.
can you see this user NCC desktop case product on the top as a black screen? Can you see the black screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, in the black screen, I now see JAVAC, like this, JAVAC. J-A-V-A-C, JAVAC. Then Ubandoma. I now put U capital letter, B-A Ubandoma. Ubandoma like this. So Java. Are you with me? Class, are you with me now? Hi. Look, this is how you can compile a Java program. When you have Java ubandoma.java, you hit enter. Bam. Look at it, it's blinking here, telling me it's compiling my program. Look at what it said. Ubandoma.java arrow. Have you seen arrow? One arrow. Have you seen one arrow? Semicolon in quotation, semicolon in quotation, in single quote, expected. Meaning there is need for semicolon here after this 15. You see, it is the Java compiler now that's telling me there's an arrow, there's no semicolon in this particular place. Is that okay? Do you understand now? Now, how do I correct the arrow now? How do I correct the error now? I have to come back to my code. Come back to my code. This is my code. This is my programming code, right? And I put the semicolon here. After this, it is this line that is complaining. It's complaining about this line. So I now put semicolon from my keyboard. After putting semicolon, I now click File, click on Save. Once I click on File and click on Save, then I'll now go back, open my distance. Can you see now? Can you see the command prompt now? Now open my command. Now, after opening my command, what next should I do now is for me to say JAVAC again. Every time you make changes in your code, you have to recompile the Java code. You have to recompile. Anytime you make changes, you have to recompile it.
Yes, so JAVAC Ubandoma.
JAVAC what? Ubandoma. Oh?
That Java, yes.
The Java. Yes, class rep. JAVAC Ubandoma, the Java. Are you with me?
The Java, yes, sir.
Now,
yes.
You hit enter. Once you hit enter,
yes.
Once you hit enter, you allow it. Look at it again. It's telling me that Ubandoma the Java line 24. Yes. Look at line 24. Have you seen 24 here?
Arrow.
Line 24 arrow. Cannot find
yes,
symbol.
Sir.
Cannot find symbol
yes.
Nasser. This Nasser equals to
symbol.
This Nasser equals to class rep plus DT class rep semicolon. Now there's a confusion. This place Nasser supposed to be. Are you with me now, please? This Nasser now. This Nasser. Is complaining about this Nasser and this Nasser. Are you with me? And another Ubandoma.java in line 27. Look at line 24 and line 27.
Yes.
Can you see? Cannot find symbol this. So now let's come back to our program. Let's come back to our program. Let's check. He said line 24. This is line 24. This is line 24, right? Telling me he doesn't know, he cannot find this Nasser. He doesn't know what is this Nasser. Kungane, and he doesn't know what is this Nasser. In line 27, look at line 27.
We already entered Nasiru.
Yes. Because here is already, we enter Nasiru.
It's Nasiru, and here is Nasir
here
in
is
our
Nasir, and here is Nasir.
Result, yes.
Kungane, so now, what next to do?
Yes, sir.
Click here.
Yes.
And come back here and confirm. Here is complaining
That's
about
true.
this Nasir, line 24, and complaining about this Nasir in line 27. Kungane? Kungane?
Yes, sir.
Kungane the kyau?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's come back. When you come here now, so it's either you can change this place to become Nasiru, put this place to also become what? Nasiru. Kungane? Or you can remove this U to become Nasir, or you can make it to become Nasiru.
Peter? Mita?
Are you with me now?
Peter? Oh, we're posting gancha.
Are you with me now? Now, what do you do? What you should do next?
Yes.
After you do this, and you save, you click on file, click on save, you save your program. Anytime you make changes, you need to save it. So after you save it, what is the name of our class? The name of our class is Ubandoma, right? The name of our class is
Ubandoma, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The name of our class is Ubandoma. Then we now come back to our file here now. We now say Java
Ubandoma.java.
Ubandoma.java. You look at, have you seen the class here now?
Yes, sir.
The class? Do you know,
Yes.
do you know how and where and how do you get that class?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Because it is a class name.
No. Let me take you back. Can you see our Java lecture notes? Can we see our Java
Yes,
lecture
sir.
notes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now look at here. Can we remember that we said in our compilation process, we say Java file.java, Ubandoma.java. When you compile it, it's going to give you a dot class. Can you see the class? Can you see the class here now in our lecture notes? Then it is this
Yes,
class,
sir.
the Java JVM. Now we now compile it to assembly file, then from assembly file to assembler, then to machine code, then
Yes, sir.
back to what? High level language code. So this dot class that you see, is from our bytecode. This bytecode dot class, it's created what is called the bytecode, Java bytecode. So you're not to run this particular one, you just run go to Java. Have you seen Java? So you hit enter.
Yes,
Once
sir.
you hit enter, then it shows that when you see this thing, meaning your program is successful. There's no
So I
error.
not see anything. So
Can you
I
see
not
now?
see anything.
Look at the screen very well. The screen will be. So you see Ubandoma.java. You now go ahead and say Java Ubandoma. You just say Java. Here you say Java. Here you just say Java. Here you say Ubandoma.java. You just say Ubandoma here. So you just hit enter. Once you hit enter, look at the results. The result is equal to 35. The result is equal to 35.
35.
So this is just what we have done now. Any question now so far? Any questions so far now? Any questions so far? So
I have.
What is your question? Yes, go ahead. What is your question? What is your question, please?
Program on front.
Can you run your program on command front?
Hello.
Yes.
I run it so that anywhere you found error, it will direct you to point to
No.
the place that you got error.
Command front, you are only to compile. You're only to compile the program. You're only to compile.
Okay, to compile the program.
Yes, you're only to compile them. You are not to run the program there.
You can't run the program on it, but
you can't run the program on command front. You can't.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay,
So,
okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to run a program, you must write that Javax. Where Javax is open.
You must write Javac. Javac. Your name is Rufai Ahmad, right? Javac Rufai.
Yeah.
Any question? Ahmad? Yes, what is your question, please? Ahmad?
Yes, sir.
What is your question? What is your question? Yes, what is your question? Yes, go ahead. Ask your question, please.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, what is your question? Go ahead.
So, sir, if I want to run a program based on name, not
Nasir, how far?
not the
Yeah, labari
Nasir
Nasir.
is enjoying, sir.
Nasir na
Nasir
flexible.
he's enjoying.
So now go ahead.
Yalla
Ask your
flexing,
question.
sir.
Ask your question.
Wala yanzu na ce in zai run a program din wanda ya abun ga na kai zan table
Eh? That program that run in.
na wai inda aka yi so
Yadda ake using din me?
malam so in zai run ai yari misa
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
na malam inda aka ce int class ref equals to 10. So instead of use the name so that I should use name instead of number.
Yes, it's class ref is asking. You say here you use name here. Eh? Are you saying you want to use name here? Class rep.
Yes, it,
Instead of a number.
Instead of a number. No, look up. Look up.
yes.
Look up. We declare our class reference to become a data type. A data type integer. An integer should contain a number. Are you with me? Let me write another program for you. Let me write another one for you. New. Let's click on new. Click on new program. Now let's hear we said.
Okay, sir.
We said public class. Can you see my screen
Okay.
now, please? Public class. Public class. Let me say next example. For instance, let me use somebody name. Let's suggest any name. Suggest any name you like as the name of your class. Eh?
Cedar.
What's the name you suggest?
Cedar.
Eh? Let's say Daniel.
Cedar.
Let's say name Daniel.
Yes, Daniel.
You see, I open curly braces and I close the curly braces. This is the opening of my. This is the opening of my work. Then I'll now go ahead. I'll also set public public
Static void main.
void main. Are you with me?
String
Open
args.
and close curly braces and say string what?
Args.
String
String args like this. Then I have
The main method, ba?
that's the main method, right? I see now. Eh? So now, after writing this now, what do I need? We want to declare. We want to bring out the name of our school. Let's say KB State Polytechnic Dakingari. Are you with me? let's say we want to bring out the name of our school. We say we now set, and it's not going to work. I'm just trying to create the problem. In school equals to, let me say case product, KB Poly. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes.
Then
Yes.
car name equals to, yes? Yeah, what are you saying? I'm trying to show you the question you asked. I'm trying to show you the implications. I'm trying to show you the question you asked. I'm trying to show you the problem the error is going to generate and how you can correct it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Now, car name, are you with me?
Yes.
Equals to,
Yes, sir.
Equals to, let's say, Dakingari. Then, let's say students. Student name equals to let me say Isiaq Musa Koifa, right?
Musa Koifa.
Right?
Yes, Sergio.
There's error here.
Yes, sir.
All of this, there's going to be an error for now. Now,
yes, there's an error.
Now let me say system.out system.out. Are you with me?
Yes.
System.out.println.
Yes.
I have how many outcomes? 1, 2, 3. I have this output. I need this output. I need this, right? So yes. I may have my system.out 3 times. 3 times. I paste these 2. Are you with me? So here now, when I say system.out.println,
yes, sir.
Number 1 here. Let me say school.
Yes.
Let me say school here now. Here I may set name here now. Here I may say student name.
I may say student.
Student name. Do you know where I get all these things? You know where I get all these names,
no, sir.
Name and the rest? Do you know where I get them?
No, sir. No, sir. No,
yes,
sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes.
In school, look at school here. School should contain KB Poly. School is a variable.
Yes. Can name contain
KB Poly. The name contain Dakingari, right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Then student name equals to Isiaq Musa Koifa contain what? Is in the students, right?
Student name.
Ungani?
Yes.
Ungani, abuna ni
Yes. Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
So now,
please mute yourself. Mute yourself.
You understand, but not that much.
Can you see now? I said this school is a variable. This school is a variable which contain KB Poly as a value. Then this name is a variable which contain Dakingari as a value. This student name is a variable which contain Isiaq Musa Koifa as a value. Are you with me? Now, if this contain that, then the school name, look at it here.
But sir, observation.
Yes.
Before you go further.
Yes.
But under names. So what of in the school? Are we not using car? We are just using integer.
Are you
int,
not the
school.
one? Are you not the one that say, can we use integer int to declare that particular, to put name here? I'm just giving you an answer here using this program.
Yes.
You are the one that asked question that saying, can we
Okay,
say instead
okay,
of
sir.
equal to 10, can we say equal to a name, any name? That's why I say that's a problem. You
Yes,
can't,
yes,
you
sir.
can't
Okay,
declare,
I understand.
Yes, you can't declare integer and put the value
Yes.
character in programming.
Okay, yes.
Kagane, so I'm just
Yes.
giving you the problem so that you see
Yes,
what the
sir.
compiler will tell you. Kagane, abunda nake nufi?
Okay.
Now, what next?
Yeah, okay, yes, I understand.
What next? You save your program, click on file, click on save as. You know the name of our program is
Yes.
Daniel, right? You know, say Daniel.
Yes, it's Daniel.
You need to check whether you are correct. Daniel, the Java. Daniel, the Java. Are you with me now? So that Daniel the Java, you save it. Once you save Daniel the Java, so you go ahead and confirm. And click on command front, say CLS now, type Java, Daniel, arrow. We are going to see arrow now. You see arrow now. Have you seen arrow? You see many arrow now, please. You see many arrow now. Now, arrow number 1 in line 8 on close character, literal. That is in school equals to this. This is complaining about this, please. Arrow number 2 in school, this. Arrow number 3, you see, is complaining about different, like in Gary, blah, 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 and the rest. So how do you solve that now? It's very simple. You just need to come back. You just need to come back to your work. Come back to your code. This is your code, right? Now, in this your code now, what you need to do now is to change this place. This is a character, you just say car. You say car here. This car name equals like in Gary. You now put one quote and put semicolon there. This car student name equals to Isaac Musa Kwefa, and leave it like this, for instance. So once you leave it like this, first file, click on save, then run your program again. Run your program again, just say Java Daniel. Java Daniel the Java, look at it, Java Daniel the Java, you hit enter. Look at another, it's complaining for another thing. It's complaining for another thing. What is that? Huh? Class, what is that? That is the unclosed character literals. Under journals Java, we have issues like this. In line 8, in line this. Also in different line of this, that's an issue. So what you need to do now, Can you hear me, please? Now. Now listen.
Yes, sir.
Now in this program now. Look at this is our program, right? Are you with me? Now, in this program, you need to cross-check. You confirm. You save your program, for instance. Let me just save it here now and give it one name. So it's complaining about the single quote there that we used. And let me go back to the codes. Confirm the code. So class rep, do you understand what I'm saying now? If you have something like this, what you need to do now is to confirm your code very clearly. You say car school equals to this, then car name equals to this, then car student name equals to what? This, right? Now let's remove this. But you need to put it in the, when you use character, you need to put the character in a single quote. So let me remove this single quote now and use what is called a string here. Could be States Polytechnic. Put double quote now. Column. Put double quote now. Stem.out.println school. So you run the program now. It's complaining about the tagging ID. Let's change them to double quotes. Let's change it to double quotes. Double quotes. Double quotes. So when you run, you now say Javac Daniel. Tell you there's an error only one. What is that one? Students incompatible types, that a string cannot be converted to a car. Now let's change everything to a car. Let's change them to a character literals now. Let's make this in string. string, class rep. Class rep. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that in your question, you cannot use
Yes, sir, I see.
class rep? Have you noticed that? So still we have this. We do not compile. Let me see. What is the issue there? String. I do not save. Let's save. Let's save it. Since we have saved it, let's run again. Javac. So have you seen now the program is okay? Now say Java Daniel. You remove this, you hit enter. So look at KB State Polytechnic Lakingari, KB State Polytechnic Lakingari, and Isaac. Is that okay? So if you like, you can put anything you like in here. You can put anything here. For instance, when you come to this, Lakingari is a local government in Kebbi State. Isiaq Musa Kwefa is a student from Kespodak. So you can save here now. Once you save, like, you can just come here now, run it, say Javac Daniel the Java. Anything, any changes you make, you need to recompile the Java code using Javac. You need to recompile the Java. After you recompile the Java, they will now come back again and run the Java program. So this is showed as the successful. For you to run, you just say Java. For you to run, just say Java. Press this. Maybe you have your Daniel here. Remove everything. Remove the class. Remove the Java. Leave it only Daniel. Hit enter. Okay, to give you look at it. Kebbi State Polytechnic Lakingari. Lakingari is a local government in Kebbi State. Then Isiaq Musa Kwefa is a student from Kespodak. Have you seen it, sir? So is that okay? Class, we are running off for this session, and we need to continue.
Okay.
We need to continue with this. We need to continue from variable example in
Boolean.
In page 14. The Boolean result and co. Output variable. You can just read about this. Are you with me? Since we have chosen examples here and the program is in your material, just read about that. Our next meeting, we are going to continue with Java operators. When are you going to meet today? I want us to do 2 classes today. When are you going to meet again today? Oh, can you just wait after this class so that we after my class with 22, we'll just continue with you now, so that we move with the Java operators, arithmetic operators, rational operators, logical operators.
So Sai is asking that can we wait after he finished to end?
Yes, I have class with 22 now. So immediately after my class with them, so we just have some little bit like 30 to 1 hour and close.
Yes, we want to.
It's okay. Now let's send your your name and your matric number as an attendance. Your name and matric numbers and attendance. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes, we have sent.
And